Hey, so for those of you who are getting started or maybe going at it again in regards to losing body fat, I want to make sure that you understand this component here because it has a huge effect on it. Now, our body is going to respond based on what we put inside of it, okay? But even if we do put something inside of our body that is structurally beneficial for us, it doesn't guarantee that we'll get the benefit from it. And the reason is this, is that we have a digestive system that has a certain process that it has or that it goes through in order to break the food down and then extract the nutrients. It's only after the nutrients are extracted that then they're distributed to the right areas of our body and our body is able to utilize them, okay? So whatever we take, whatever we put in is either going to help to heal our body and to improve our overall health, our body's ability to utilize nutrients, our metabolism. When that is efficient, our body fat goes down. So I know a lot of times when we think about losing body fat, we think about, let me eat this, or this is a huge one, let me count calories. Please don't focus on counting calories. That won't help you. Many of you have tried it before. You just end up starving yourself. You're hungry because you're not looking at what it is that your body needs in order to be satiated, to have enough energy. And what I wanted to mention today, your body's ability to keep your stomach in an environment, to keep a certain environment in your stomach so that the nutrients can be extracted. And so that's why it's so important to not focus on calories. Calories do not explain to you. That's just like if you go to purchase to get a car and they say, well, what kind of car do you want? You say, oh, I want a car. Like that doesn't help. We need specific types. We need, okay, vitamin A, vitamin E. I need this particular type. There's all sorts of things that we need. And because we're starting from a place of, which this is common with over 40% of the population, studies show probably more than that, because those are just the reported numbers, but digestive issues. So that means that your body isn't properly utilizing what's being taken in. And much of that is due to the damage that these chemical foods do to our system based on just culture or what we've allowed to be our culture. You see, the food that we had 200 years ago, that was grown 100 years ago, or even in other certain parts of the world or the country that raise food in the way that it's meant to be raised. I mean, we literally have a different supply of what we're taking into our bodies. And since over almost 70% or more is coming from processed foods means that it's not just broken down, but that there was something that was taken out and then there was something else that was put in that's causing damage. So that's why we have this high rate of digestive issues. And so what I wanted to let you know is that when you start to move in the direction of losing body fat, you want to get healthy. Some of you want to come off the medication. You don't want the nerve damage long term. You don't want the accelerated muscle and bone loss. You want to keep your strength and your balance. You don't want to fall and trip and have fractures. So that has to do with making sure your body gets the nutrients. So when you're looking at losing body fat, don't focus on the calories. Focus on the nutrients, and then make sure, when I say nutrients, I'm not speaking of proteins, carbs, and fats. That's important, yes. However, but the quality of those things is what's going to determine how our body is breaking down, absorbing, utilizing, and the energy, the nutrients that we get from that food. Okay? So focus on nutrients and not calories. All right?